In a letter written by Rabbi to his prized Talmud, Reb Naftali Hirsch, Rabbi decried the sorrow state of the Rabbanos and asked Reb Naftali Hirsch to see if maybe he can find him something else that he can do. Rabbi wrote him, he said, "Don't wonder about the fact that so many have been in the Rabbanos before me, and so many will yet come, and yet no one has figured out how to solve the problems." He said, by the same token, so many have sailed the high seas, and so many will yet sail, and yet no one has charted a path through the ocean. You can beat a path through the mountains, you can cut a path through the woods, but life is not a mountain range, and life is not a forest. Life, Rabbi Kiva said, is an ocean. And an ocean, everyone must experience the turbulence of the journey. The Admor Milel of Reb Shimon Nosson Nota Biderman Zatzal was nifter in what his Mekuravim say was a Misas Neshika. This was a person who was mufresh umuvdal, completely detached from all taivas olam hazeh. As they described it, he had the Yetzer Hara in a headlock from which he couldn't escape. His grandson recently shared with me that he was working with a young fellow who had many, many struggles, and when he saw that he could help him no longer, he arranged for this young man to meet with his Zayda, the Admor Milelev, and surprisingly, the Zayda connected with him at a very deep level and somehow managed to penetrate and help him out. The grandson said, "I figured, my Zayda does have some understanding of how this works. Let me go talk to him about my own challenges. Let me share with him what I'm dealing with." He sat down with his Zayda, and after a few minutes, the Zayda looked at him and he said to him in Yiddish, "Was is? What's the problem? The Yetzer Hara is pestering you? As I get this in the Leben, this is how it goes in life." And then the Lelever started making motions with his hands. He said, "Jeder einer, every single person had aliyas when you read this. Aliyas when you read this. Aroif and arop. Up and down." He said he sat there mesmerized. He had no idea that the Lelever, that his Zayda even knew what a Yerida was. His whole life was one constant aliyah. But the Lelever was telling him, this is something that no one gets a get-out-of-jail-free card with. Everybody has got to go through the journey. As Rabbi said, it's an ocean. Many have sailed the high seas, many will yet sail, but nobody has charted a course. The goal is not to aim for smooth sailing. The goal, my friends, is just to keep on cruising.